Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. My name's Destiny. I do book things here, and today we're going to talk about my weekly check-in, what I've read this week. So I waited a little later to film this because I wanted to finish the one I was physically reading before I checked in with you guys. So I'm gonna start with what I audibly listened to. The first thing was Ruth Ware's Woman in Cabin 10. I have read The Death of Mrs. Hathaway. I feel that's not right. I feel like that's not the right name. I'll put the cover up here by my head, but I read The Death of Mrs. I want to say Hathaway. I don't think that's right. I've read that one, and then I read Turn of the Key. See, my brain's not working. Anyways, I read The Key one and The Death of whatever, Mrs. Something. I've read those two by her and absolutely loved them. I found this copy of Woman in Cabin 10 at Goodwill for like 50 cents because it's a paperback. Decided why not go ahead and give it a try. I love those two thrillers. Maybe I'll love this one. This was so good. I think Ruth Ware really excels at writing point of views that are a little unhinged and a little of what the hell, is she crazy or is this really happening to her? I feel like the other two that I've read by her definitely had that going, and I know Turn of the Key, you feel like she's going crazy. In all of her books, you kind of feel like she's going crazy. Like the dots aren't really adding up, but she's forcing them. This had that same trope. I absolutely love this. The ending got me. I listened to most of it on a drive, and then when I got home, I sat down and just like read along with the audiobook for the last of it, which I have learned I love doing. And the last line of this, I was trying to see if I could find it. Hold on, this copy has like the first chapters of her newest release in it. The Lion Game has that. So the last page is like a banking live chat that our main character is having with her bank, and there's just one line that I was like, holy crap, I want to know more. Like, it left me wanting to like Google the ending and see what people really thought about it. I don't usually read reviews because I just don't want my own opinion tainted. And this one, I really was like, wait a minute, hold on. How did they not? What happened? I want to know what happened. Yeah, I know that we're not going to get a sequel. Or hopefully, I don't know if we did. But I don't think the sequel would have been as good. The question that's left hanging, I think, is purposeful and makes the book even more impactful, to be honest. The next thing I finished was King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. I had already read this one once, and I'm hoping to read it for a third time and annotate. I did not annotate this time. I just wanted to reread so I could move on to Warstorm in July. If you've never heard of this series, it is a YA, not really dystopian. It's YA royals. That's a good way to put it. In the first book, Red Queen, you meet Mare Barrow. Mare lives in a world where your blood decides what you're going to do. If you have silver blood, you are a prince or a princess. You are a lord or a lady. You have a silver spoon in your mouth. You want for nothing. Your family is loaded. That kind of thing. If you have red blood, you are basically a slave. You go to work. You come home. There's very little look to your life. They're conscripted at the age of 18 for the war. And Mare ends up meeting a boy one night at a bar. She sneaks out and she meets him, and they're talking and everything. And she's telling him about her life and how she lives and everything. And come to find out, that boy is the prince of Norta, of the country she lives in, and he gets her a job in the palace. All's fine and dandy. Mayor's like, okay, look, I can send the money home to my family. They can eat. I'm not going to get constricted because I have a job. It's all working out for me. Until a silver knocks her into the top of Queen's trial, where they're like, the silver girls are competing to find out who's going to marry Cal, the prince that she met at the bar. Yeah, you follow me. And Mare doesn't die. She should die. She doesn't die. She absorbs the lightning dome they have and finds out that she has powers. So now the Silvers are like, shit. Your blood is not silver. You can't have powers, but you do. Fuck, what we're gonna do. What they do is they cover it up. They take and make her skin paler, make it look like she has a silver blush to her, and try to hide the fact that her blood is not silver. It's red. And shit starts to happen. That's just the first one. This is the third installment. At this point, shit has exploded, and we are in the middle of a war. That's all I'm going to say. I absolutely love this series. I can't wait to get to Warstorm, and I'm hoping by the end of it that Mare is sitting on a throne somewhere, ruling the shit out of everything. But there's that. The last thing I have to talk to y'all about, and the one I just finished, is my reread of These Witches Won't Burn by Isabel Sterling. If you've not read this is a sapphic witch book. Do I need to say more? If you know me, you know sapphic is definitely down my alley. This is a YA. It is YA. You're following, I just read her name for this entire book, and now I can't even think of her name. No. Why is my brain blanking? I just finished this like 5 minutes ago. Have you ever done that? Hannah. There it is. So you're following Hannah. Hannah and her girlfriend Veronica just broke up. They are both elemental witches. They live in the same clan. And they go on a trip to New York, and shit happens there, and Veronica's a total bitch about it, and Hannah feels like Veronica doesn't trust her. Veronica doesn't love her enough to save her. Veronica's too worried about what everyone around her thinks to care about Hannah. So Hannah breaks up with Veronica, and once they get home, her parents and her best friend are kind of like tiptoeing around her, trying to help her through the breakup. And we meet her as she is getting ready for a bonfire party to go with her best friend Gemma. Gemma is what they call a reg. She does not have powers, and so at this bonfire party they go to, she does run into Veronica. She tries to ignore, act like she's not there. Veronica ends up flirting, trying to get Hannah back. Hannah doesn't want that. Gemma goes to make out with a total asshole that she finds out later that he's a total asshole, and the party's going and everything, and all of a sudden, via the air, Hannah feels like something's off. Something's not right. They're screaming. Something's not right. Well, she runs up on the girl who's been hanging out, getting really close to Veronica. She runs up on her covered in blood, and she's like, what the fuck? Are you bleeding? What's bleeding? What's going on? And come to find out, there's a blood sacrifice and a bonfire, or in a fire in the shape of a pentagram. BT dubs, I forgot to say they live in Salem. So it's like, what the fuck's going on here? Veronica runs up after Hannah, and they start to try to put the fire out because two kids get in a fight because they think one thinks the other one did it, and they're about to fall into the fire. Then Hannah and Veronica are trying to put it out. Finally, they get it put out, and like I said, blood sacrifice, all that crap. They go to the hospital, and the story takes off from there. Hannah believes that what happened in New York is coming back to haunt them. Veronica is mind in the wind. She's too busy trying to get Hannah to take her back to really focus on what's going on. And that's that. I love this so much. It is messy. It has a new found family feel. It has a sapphic love story in it. It has a little bit of growing up for all of our main cast of characters. It has a change of opinion. I mean, it is good. So good. I didn't say I'm giving this 5 stars. King's Cage, I'm going to go ahead and give 5 stars as well. And then, obviously, Woman in Cabin 10, I'm giving 5 stars. But those are the 3 that I have finished in the last week. I am actually not too shabby about that. Next, what am I picking up? I have no clue for audiobooks. Either I'm going to pick up Don't Fear the Reaper by Stephen Graham Jones, or I had one more up there that I had the audiobook for. I can't remember what it is. It's on my TBR though. There's one other one. And then physically, it's finally time. I'm picking up A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And I'm going to reread this baby and annotate the crap out of it. I'm so excited. Like, I've never been so excited to pick a book up in my life. I have not reread A Court of Thorns and Roses since I first read it. Mist and Fury and ACOWAR, I have, like, skimmed to put my annotations in it, but I have never reread the entire book of either one, and I'm so excited. I'm honestly mostly excited for ACOWAR, A Court of Wings and Ruin, because of the Moore scene and what Moore tells Freya. I'm still waiting for Moore's love story in her book. Please tell me we're going to get it. I know everybody's like, no, I want Elaine's. No, I want Elaine's. No, I want more. Please and thank you. If you've read these, you know why. Like, I want Moore's story. I need more story. And if it's her and one of the characters from A Court of Silver Flames, I'm even happier. Miss Maas, can we make that happen, please? And thank you. But yeah, I'm picking up A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I'm so excited for it. I may take it along with me. I've been wanting to do an annotate with me. It's not something that I am sure on how I'm going to film yet, because the fact I usually annotate this one, and I have 2 little dog ears here where I didn't have my pins while I was cooking dinner, not to actually add it in. So I usually annotate though as I'm reading. So, and it feels like, I don't know, it doesn't feel as in the moment if I have to go back and do it. So we shall see. What I may do for A Court of Thorns and Roses, if I read at work or anywhere else, I may just write it in pencil instead, and then come back with you guys and fill it in with pen. That way you get kind of an annotate with me. We shall see. But yeah, I am excited to pick that up, and I will see y'all next week for another check-in. Bye guys.